I said, friendship checks now, getting close to getting a renewal.
What is Imperial?
It's this awesome book put together by the great Jonathan Hickman.
Well, I like Hickman.
Yeah, me too.
Should I just go put it back?
No, I need someone to tell me if it's good to read or not. It's around. I think they're bringing back their outer space guys and stuff again. I'm semi interested. It's got
All right.
It's good. I think it's one of their big events to get there.
Him kind of relaunching their
Their space stuff.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
going to be no Abnett and landing,
all right.
but
What would be Abnett landing?
there wouldn't be any.
Nothing will ever touch
Right,
it.
right. It's too bad they broke up.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we should get some marriage counseling or something like
Yeah.
that.
I'll read the first one. I'll make a video for you and tell you about it, and you watch it.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So it's it's getting over, and it's got a lot of guys I like, but again, it's Hickman. It's.
But I like Hickman.
I think Hickman's stuff just gets prolonged, where it could be a 6-issue series. It's 48. It's.
I know. He laid those seeds for the incursion stuff that eventually merged the Ultimate Universe in, and it was a long con. It was a long time, but I thought it ultimately paid off. But right, he does take a long time to get there.
Yep.
So it's the only reason I think I would give it a chance. I can't say I'm a fan of Nova. I'm not caught up enough on Hulk to know why he's still back to Planet Hulk or King Hulk guy.
I don't know why he's in that either.
Yeah.
With that.
That's the best Hulk we've had in a long time, I think.
It's a
What?
Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk,
Yeah,
yeah.
Planet Hulk was. I thought that was good.
Yeah. They really haven't done a lot with the characters. I mean, the
horror one.
yeah, exactly.
Glenn recommended the horror one
Yeah.
for me, and I can't remember what our deal was because I had stopped reading the Hulk. But he said, read the first trades.
The Immortal Hulk.
Immortal Hulk.
Yeah.
And he said, if you don't like the Immortal Hulk, he goes, because this is just horror, man. This is good stuff. He says, I'll buy the trades back from you for whatever you paid. I don't think I finished the trades, and I didn't like them, but I didn't bring them back.
Yeah, see, I thought it was good. And towards the end, it got to the point where it's like, okay, this needs to end.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
so
it's,
it overstayed its welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I think with 50 issues, I was around probably issue 40 or so, where I was just like, this needs
Wrap it up.
It's
Wrap it
time.
up.
Yeah, it's like, but you know something? What's been since it? I wish it was still Immortal. I still wish it was that because it's been garbage since that too.
Well, I like Planet Hulk. The best one before that for me was, why can't I think of the writer, but it was, I think it was
Bruce Jones.
Yeah, Bruce Jones and Deodato.
Yeah.
That was basically the X-Files. I mean, he was barely ever the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think you saw him as the Hulk.
Right.
He went Mr. Green. All of a sudden,
Mr. Green,
bad things happened.
Yeah.
And then here comes Banner again, coming out. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think they ever showed the Hulk.
Yeah. I think that was one of my favorite storylines of all time, not just Hulk.
But
just in general.
the problem with that is I liked it too.
Yeah.
But again, that went on too long because you can't now.
No.
You can't just get out now.
just like the X-Files went on too long.
Without the Hulk.
You're trying
Right.
to milk.
You need to put some Hulk in there.
Right. You needed some hope because you could have people just couldn't come in now and just jump in and start reading the book and going, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's and that's not how Marvel or DC makes it. I mean,
Right.
it's because you're up to issue 1,000 of some of these books. You're supposed to be able to just come in,
Right.
a few issues, figure out. With that, you couldn't. It's,
Otherwise, you're going to get, what are we on? 7 volumes of Amazing Spider-Man. There's 7 number ones of Amazing Spider-Man, at least.
oh, at least, yeah,
At least.
yeah,
There are at least 7 volumes.
yeah.
But yeah, that was a storyline that was pretty, what was the word? Intricate, and you really had to follow the whole thing.
Right.
But that
And it was awesome.
But that never scared me off as a kid. And we've talked about that before.
Didn't-
When I was a kid, I bought whatever was on the rack.
Right, but books weren't. But books with that intricate,
They
it's-
weren't. But it also got me to go to a store and get the other issues.
Right.
That's what it can also do. Hey, this looks interesting. This is a cool cover. What's going on here? Well, one of the biggest things.
But you shouldn't have to read a Marvel book for 40 issues to understand what's going on. It's you should be able to pick this stuff up and be able to read it. Especially anyone coming in. I haven't read the Hulk in a while. They pick up 3 or 4 books and there's no Hulk in it at all either. You also, if you weren't invested at the beginning, you're not jumping in the middle unless. You may go. Oh, I've got the cash. I'll just go buy all the other. I'll go buy all the other issues. It's where others they want to just start picking up Hulk. that would have been as an independent title, okay, because that's what you elected to do.
Right.
You're only going to get a finite amount of readers. You're not going to get any more. You know, it's but it was great. Don't get me wrong, I liked it too. You know, but at some point that needed to move on too.
It needed to pay off. I know.
Yeah.
But is that also a symptom of our society now, where things just we need things in small, digestible pieces, and we just move on? We don't have the patience for it.
But that's the society now. This didn't come out in the society now. This came out 25 years ago or 20.
Don't say that.
20,
Don't tell me that.
20, at least 20 years ago. You know, it's
2 decades ago was that? If we were thinking about Hulk at that point, when those books were coming out, 20 years before that, it was like Wolverine hadn't even come out yet. That's how long ago that feels.
Yeah.
Hulk, to me, that's why we don't need Hulk movies. He's not a character that can typically support a book. I mean, you have to do something super interesting. Planet Hulk, the spy, X-Files type storyline. Even Immortal Hulk, I'll give it credit for doing something different.
I'm okay with a one and done series. He just bounces around the country.
Now is also like a horror vibe. Yeah. And I tried a few issues of it.
Yes.
It's
terrible. For me either. It was awful.
People seem to like it. A lot of people seem to like it.
It's terrible.
The
art's terrible. It's terrible.
The numbers keep on going down. Every month I order less. Yeah, I order less. And I can't catch up because it's going down faster. It's going down faster than when I'm lowering my orders.
Right.
You know, it's I know this guy's not going to be reading them. I'll get rid of it. Well, someone else dropped it too, but I didn't drop it 2 or 3. I dropped it to 1.
Right.
You know, it's.
That was something we talked about before, and which I just did by dropping Miles Morales. I wasn't reading it anymore. I was buying it and not reading it. It wasn't of interest anymore. But there's this thing that we grew up when you bought a book, that's what you did. You collected. You had them all. I had a hard time when I stopped Avengers and Hulk right at the same time. I remember telling you, and I said, I just don't like these books anymore. They had restarted Avengers at that point for a jumping point, and it might have been the worst thing I've ever read in my life. I'd rather read the Hostess Cupcake Hulk ads from the 1970s in the comic books.
Yeah.
Whatever that
Some of those were a lot better.
Yeah. They were a lot better. But dropping books, and it is different. People will just drop books now. And I thought your theory was not theory, but the way you do things was interesting, which I'd never had the concept in my head. You drop it, and then if you hear it's good, you just start picking it up at that storyline.
Right.
But you're missing issues, and for some reason in my head I can't miss issues. I have to get past that. It's a lot of internal growth.
Right, and you've grown.
At least you know you need help.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this for real, honest to God. When I drop titles, I'm like, that's the sale Glenn's not getting. I'm dropping 3 titles that I buy every month for a year at a time. That's money that's not here to supporting a small business. I don't want to order online. I don't want to order from Midtown. I don't want to go to whatever big stupid store there is or something like that. I like coming here, and I like the store. And I think from that revenue aspect, me sinking my money back in here, you sink your money into the store, which goes back into, society. So you don't give rich people money, you give regular people money.
Right.
So, excuse me, she's got some stuff. Did she just steal them?
Yeah, it's his.
Just walk in and if I bring my own box out, I can just carry
fill
some
up your
stuff
box,
out.
just leave. Yeah.
Right. But dropping titles is also kind of a guilt thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I know it's affecting it. Impact. But I do try to pick up other new titles.
Right. So I mean, sometimes it's a wash. It's like, I'm dropping this, but hey, I picked up this one. Sometimes you've dropped one, you picked up 2.
Right.
Yep. So
yep.
Yeah.
I can't just have blind loyalty for something because I had it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I looked at my going through books the other day, moving from one closet to another, because that's just what we do. The George Carlin, we just move stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
We just have more stuff. But I looked at the stack of Miles Morales. I don't think I read it since Bendis started on the title. What was that, 7 years ago?
Yeah.
I just have. By the way, I might bring them back in and just give them to you. Just take them and give them to charity, give them to somebody. It was just a waste. But I sat down and thought, every single issue is $3.99, and I haven't read it for 7 years. How much should I just spend on that? Because I thought
do the math.
Don't do the math, because it'll.
Right.
I'll be upset.
Right. And you thought, no. I'll sit down and just read it straight through, and you just never.
I didn't. I keep having that. Yeah. What also happens to me is once in a while when I'll get I misplace an issue or I miss an issue or something like that, I say, well, once I get that, I'll go back to the title. And you said to me once, listen, nothing happened in these books when they're stretching it out for 40 issues for one storyline. You skip an issue, just read the next one and move on. But my brain couldn't wrap itself around that concept. I have to read the story. It's in order. What if I miss something? In Miles Morales, are you really missing anything?
And then most of that like superhero stuff. I mean, it's not rocket science. It
isn't.
Right. You can pick up that next issue that you missed and say, "Oh,
I'm smart enough. I can figure it out."
Right. Exactly. You look at, "Oh, that happened. Damn, I wish I had read that." But oh well, it happened, and you move on. It's yeah. And then when you go back through, oh, here's the one that was out of order. You can read it if you want. It's
those recap pages that let you know everything you missed.
It was a book, and I'm not going to remember. It could have been a Thor or something like that. And I finally read the issue digitally online on the Marvel site, and I read it, and I was like, that didn't add anything. I waited this whole time, and that added nothing to the damn story.
Marvel and DC and even some of the independents, especially the ones that don't come out on a regular basis, they should have a recap page every time.
I love books with a recap page. I also miss the fact that they used to say, they would give you some reference to something from the last issue, editor's notes, or just back in issue 3 issues ago. That's missing from comics.
Because again, today's society, if they can't read something from issue 1, they're like, how can we do this? How can you do this? It's the same thing with watching a show or something. I mean, I just started watching a show in season 3. It's okay, I get it. But with that recap page, you can pretty much pick up anything, read the recap. I get what's going on here, and you move on. I mean,
how much would it kill them to just on the inside page cover just give me a recap?
They did that for how many years? They did it for a while.
I think it was almost like a gatefold cover.
Yeah,
the cover wasn't gatefold art, but the recap page was a gatefold page. And if they did it now, it cost like an extra $1 for every comic.
Right.
They'd overcharge you.
So where they used to actually have the title page, and you had the indicia, which you don't know where that is anymore.
I just want to figure out what order or what month it came out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to flip through 50 pages before I find it.
Right. In a 21-page book, and you still can't find it.
Can't find it.
Yep.
There's some books I've just never found it.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe they forgot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that title page. Have your title page. Have maybe coming down the side who writes it, who draws it, blah blah blah, and right in the middle you just have a blurb. Previously in the last issues or whatever. Bang 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 bang. Done.
And that helps with jumping on for somebody who hasn't read a title.
Exactly. Yep.
It's both.
Yep. So some of them from us who we're getting older, we forget what we're reading, or you read so many. Hey, I'm the oldest one here, right? Although Tom is, but in this group, I'm the oldest one here. But
the guy in the back just got thrown into the back. Part of the conversation. That guy's really kind of old.
Yeah, but he's but it's but if you're reading even 40 issues a month or 50 issues a month, they tend to blur. So when you get one, it's like, what was this book about? And you get that one thing, oh, I remember this, bang. Now I have to read something. I'm 4 pages in, it says, I remember this story. I remember I liked the story, but I can't remember the details of it. I get sometimes a couple pages in, oh, I remember what happened. And you move on. But some of the independent stuff, it takes a little longer again, especially some of the independent stuff where they're coming out every other month too. It's hey, this book's bi-monthly,
That's why I've considered just get trades. Don't get my monthly books, because sometimes I say, listen, I don't even remember I got to go back and read the last issue, or it's been 3 months or whatever it's been. That's what I should have done with Deviant, because I picked up the final issue of Deviant, which I did like the series. I'd say the end was a little bit of a stinker, but it was pretty good, the whole series. But I was like, I have to go. I don't know what was happening. What's happening?
Because it took so long.
Because it took so long. But I should have just waited for the trade. I should have just waited for the trade.
But again, though, if they start just doing that, it's usually the comic sales is what gets the trade sales out.
Right.
Nobody's
gonna,
right.
Nobody's gonna pick up the trade if nobody's ever bought the comic.
Right. Because now you're talking a $15 to $20 trade.
Is the trade is a hard sell for like a jumping on point to a new customer? Because it's like they're not laying down $4 for the comic; they're laying down $20
bucks, right?
But a trade, I think, is bang for your buck, better money, though, isn't it? Sure, some of them might be $17.99, but if you've got 6 issues in there.
But what if you read that first issue where you hate it?
Issue, right, you go buy one issue,
That's
two
issues.
That's a good point.
Right, you go, man, I hate this book.
$20 on
you just spend $20, and you get 4 more issues to read.
Right.
You're going through.
But even if it's a regular title, they're putting out trades for. Well, I felt like they were putting out trades for every story arc for every book, but is that not really the case anymore?
No, you're getting most of. You're getting trades for most of it. They're just.
You are?
Some things I just pick and choose on trades now. You know,
Okay.
it's
No.
there's so many coming out. It's like, look, I go. You know, I look. I go. I still have. I'm having trouble selling this particular book. I still have every issue on the shelf. I can't sell the. I'm not selling the regular issue. I'm not invested in the. I'm not investing in the trade to keep it on the shelf. Someone wants it, I'll order it for them. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to put another $20 trade on the shelf where I'm selling 3 copies of this regular book. I still have one on the shelf. One of every one on the shelf.
Right.
So. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, but yeah, they pretty much have a trade for almost every single book. But so now you gotta pick and choose what books do you bring into, you keep you keep the ones that that sell all the time too. Spidey still always sells, even when it was crap. It was still, the trades would still sell. The X trades would still sell. A lot of the independent stuff with your key writers would sell. Then you have some things.
But a Bendis run, if something's always going to.
Yeah, right. A Tynan run or something. It's you bring it. You bring that Mark Miller. You always bring in the Jupiter's Legacies and all those. And then you have a few things where you're like, wow, it was like the Beneath the Trees When No One Sees.
Right.
I sell a ton of those trade paperbacks now. I mean, you can't, so it was just something that was just a good book. And now word of mouth has been said, hey, this is good. People are more willing to say, I'll pay the $18 for this now. 3 of my friends and this guy's been telling me it's good. I should probably check it out. And they don't mind investing that into trying it. But just a thing that says, hey, this is written by so-and-so. So here's a little blurb of what this book's about. $25. It better be Ed Brubaker, or something like that. It's that that.
Right, so that's a good point. If I was only picking up Hulk based on story arcs, and I picked up one that cost me $24.99, I'd be pretty pissed if I didn't like that story arc and I couldn't end it.
Right.
But that's why I go back and forth, and I haven't done it yet.
Right.
But I can always look for recommendations if anybody puts out like a weekly video of good series and comics to pick up.
Huh. Like maybe Pages of Positivity.
Well, I was thinking somebody better.
Oh, better than us?
Trick question, trick answer. There was nobody better than you guys. There's nobody out there doing what you guys do.
No,
we have to sub to his OnlyFans to watch his review.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Wow.
I donate.
It's only Rands.
Yeah, I don't donate to many things. I donate to his OnlyFans. Yeah.
Well, that was my cue to leave. Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen. See you guys.
Thanks, Randy. Swarm of Comics.
Pretty much our Wheel of Time, stuff like that.
Yeah, because I know Brandon Sanderson, I think his name is. I know he's a very popular, big fantasy author. So.
I liked Derek Sanderson myself.
I don't think you did. Was that a baseball player or something?
A hockey player. Yeah. For the Bruins. Yeah. Raging alcoholic too, but so he maybe could have been a barbarian.
He's probably from Boston then.
Yeah, he was from Boston. Oh yeah, well I don't know if he was from Boston, but yeah. So I'm just trying to think off the top of my head now something I like for fantasy. Of course, I can't think of it now that we started talking about it.
You like Lord of the Rings?
No. I tolerated Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Hated the first episode. The first movie. First movie could have been done in half an hour, and you could have taken.
every second of bonus footage I want in there. I
want
3-4 hours.
I can only take walking around in a circle for so long. Okay, it's
they're walking in a straight line.
All right, so they walked in a straight line. Me and you can be walking down the street in a straight line, same thing, except we're not getting our eyes pecked out by a flying whatever, some sort of a bird.
Can you identify what you don't like in fantasy in general that turns you off from it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I mean, it doesn't look good. It looks great. It's I don't know. I almost get the same thing where it just seems repetitive. It's I don't know.
You're at a comic book shop, by the way.
No, I read a lot of repetitive shit. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, I'm reading some stuff now that I'm reading stories that are just versions of stories I read in 1977. It's Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't like about it. I don't know.
You don't like wizards, do you?
Not really. You know,
Yeah, I'm not a big Wizards guy.
Yeah,
It just
I like
doesn't
wizards.
interest me.
And you know who I don't really like is Doctor Strange. He's technically a wizard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, it's So yeah, I'm not big into that. But I mean,
He's a sorcerer.
oh, that's right, my mistake. But like with the Lord of the Rings, if you had taken a half an hour, if you had just made that first movie, combined it with the other 2 movies and made 2 and got it in, I think it would be better. And got rid of part of the third movie too.
Oh, Jesus.
After the One Ring was destroyed, there was a half an hour of crying, of just
We're all saying goodbye. It's
yeah,
like
right.
very
It was a
emotional.
half an hour of Frodo. You know something? Enough.
Yeah.
You could have done that in 5 minutes, and it's done. We get the gist.
Hobbits seem very
You know,
sensitive. They
it
do
seems
cry
like
a lot.
whenever they do something of a fantasy like that, they just stretch it out for the sake of stretching it out, where you can combine it down and just and get to the points and do it. So like the second Lord of the Rings movie was my favorite one out of them all. And I think maybe because that had more Smeagol and Gollum, because he was probably my favorite character out of the whole series. Yeah, you know, it's
big surprise.
He was my favorite character out of all of them. If whining Frodo could have died at the beginning, and I know he couldn't because I mean he's the main character, he's the whole thing. Would have let it happen. Give
Sauron was misunderstood.
yeah, give go ahead and give the other clown.
Frodo, Bilbo.
Sam.
Sam. Yeah, go give Sam the ring. Let him go. All right, he was a much better character than Frodo was. Frodo was
Wow.
an irritating twit. Okay, it's
I don't like this conversation at all.
so yeah. But the second movie was my favorite one, and the third one, I tolerated it. I was glad it was over. You know, it's and watch it. And we'll never watch it again. But I did watch the second one
Did you
twice.
watch the Hobbit movies?
Not at all. You're not going to give me the
I
watch
don't
the
like the
Hobbits.
Hobbit ones that much.
Yeah.
I did watch the first season of the Rings of Power.
I hear a lot.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, I hear a lot of bad things
I
about
didn't
that.
like it.
See, I liked it.
You didn't watch it.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah. Well, it's funny when we were on total opposite ends of that too. Like when we watched reading the Thor book with Lasad Ribic.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't care for it, and I finally read an issue. I go, oh my god, this was the best issue. Like, Corey, I read this issue. I loved it. He goes, dude, that's the worst issue I've read out of all of them. And at first he thought I was busting him.
Fill an artist or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The different artists. Whatever.
It's just
Oh,
a
this was
stopgap issue.
I go, this was the best one out of them all. He goes, I hated it. Yeah. So like you can tell we were just on opposite ends of what we like for Thor, what we like for fantasy stuff like that. You know, it's yeah.
I got a question. Why are there? It feels like there's so many miniseries that have a fill-in artist in like 1 or 2 of the issues. It's like a 5-6 issue miniseries.
Yeah, they didn't think that ahead,
Like,
did they?
Is that just poor planning? I don't know why that keeps on happening.
Yeah,
I'm not looking for you for answers.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
airing my grievances.
Honestly, I don't know, but I just think again, it's.
You think they'd make sure that somebody could have, hey, can you do these 5 issues
Yeah,
for this story?
right.
The guy's like, yes, I can.
Yeah, and the fact that we're doing a miniseries, okay, do you have 3 of the issues done before we even solicit it?
Yeah.
And they solicit like 2 months in advance. So by the time, even if the guy slowed down, by the time the 3rd issue came up, you're talking 7 months from now, he should have the other 2 done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's right. It's poor planning. I think it's unprofessionalism by the artist or whoever is in charge of doing that. Says, all right, so we're going to give you the first 3 issues. We'll give the other guy the 4th issue. Then you can do the 5th issue because we know you're slow.
Yeah.
Then don't do it. Then don't let it do it. Make sure it's done before it's done. It's a mini series. It's not like it's an ongoing series. Like, hey man, I'm falling behind. I'm doing 3 comics right now. We get this. And you want me to go to the New York Comic Con to promote this? Well, I'm missing out on a week of work, and not a problem. We got a guy hooked up already. We're gonna get it done.
Jr.
Yeah. Yeah, we got JR. He can get it
Him on
done.
speed dial. He can do it.
Yeah. Gotta give the guy
one's
credit
gonna buy
though.
it, but
right.
hey.
Gotta give him credit though. He could put out a bunch of stuff if he needs to.
It's stuff. That's
Yeah,
about it.
right. Yeah. I was just reading. I don't remember what book I was reading this week. It could have been an old Iron Man or something. I was pricing up some back issues, right? And I look and go, this art isn't bad. Kind of looks a little like JR, and it was JR, right? But it was actually good.
No,
it was,
when he first,
right, younger.
before he changed his style on
Yes.
purpose.
Yeah. You still saw some of the squareness and stuff, but if you look at that, you look at an Iron Man that he does now, it's like two different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and back in the day, I didn't even think twice about Jared. He was fine, you know. And now though, you see him, you see a cover.
Covers of Daredevil, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The Daredevil art inside is beautiful.
It's nice. Very nice.
But you get that disgusting cover. What makes you pick it up to look inside? You already puked all over it. You know, it's
You ruined the book.
yeah.
Yeah, he did some Captain America maybe 10 years ago or something.
Oh yeah.
And the story I like well
Was that
enough.
when he was sucked in the other dimension?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the story's interesting enough, but it's just ruined by the art, and it's just completely ugly. Dude.
Yeah.
Yep. No, but it is ugly. You had that was a good way to say it. Ugly.
So when he was younger, was his younger work did it kind of match that Marvel house style?
Yeah, it looked like his dad's work a lot.
Okay.
Looked a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there weren't any jagged, round, square, rectangular shapes to everyone's body. It was just natural curve looking type of stuff where very reminiscent of what his dad did.
Yeah.
But I think he wanted to make himself stand out.
Well, and I can understand you want to try to change something, but not change to what you just changed
Yeah.
to. You know, I mean, it's almost like it's just laziness now. Just, hey, look at this. But hey, it can't be any worse than what Frank Miller's been putting out for covers either. So, yeah, I mean, he's lost it too. So,
he's probably just
yeah,
a little
burnt
older,
out,
a little older.
90 years old,
Yeah.
or, you know,
Did you see he did trading cards?
Frank Miller did trading cards like recently.
Yeah. Spider Marvel for tops.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that can't look good.
They were not very good.
But you know, there'll be a bunch of yahoos buying it though because it's Frank Miller's name on it. You know, it's yeah, that's good. Awesome.
Some of the old Sin City stuff looked really cool.
Yeah, some of that looked good with that whole
Like the Dame to
reverse.
Kill For and that Yellow Bastard was awesome. I love that one.
Yeah, no, he had his time. He had his time too.
Yeah.
His time's not now.
Nope.
I kind of miss the old Marvel house style, you know.
I do too.
And I think what I miss about it is the coloring. Like I kind of like a more simplistic coloring, where it's more. I don't know if cell shaded is the right word, but
I mean, I think some of that's when they changed the paper.
Yeah.
I think some just couldn't get it. It's because it seemed like with the old paper, the inks sunk into the paper, where now it's just a reflection and you know, it's
like on the iPad and everything now. So
Yeah.
It's like not even.
yeah. I think a lot of it had to be that the paper the stuff was printed on. I thought it made it look better than the glossy paper.
yeah.
You know, the stuff now that you touch it and you leave a fingerprint on it. So yeah.
Yeah, the ink they use, the quality paper,
Yep.
the ink, and like I said, a lot of artists aren't even touching pen to paper. It's just
Nope.
them on their iPad or whatever. And
Well, I gotta head out. Unfortunately, I got a pizza waiting for me.
Well, that's a good thing.
I gotta
A couple
get that.
comics, a pizza.
Don't keep
You
pizza
can't go.
waiting, yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
All right, take care,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm out of here in a couple minutes. I'll be heading up over the house. Yeah, we're having pizza.